My hellos, welcome back to the channel of this Get Ready With Me. This is Sunday edition baby shower. So my sister has been pregnant for quite some time now, that it seems. And while it is absolutely wonderful, hold on, not me panicking because I thought I was gonna have to do this entire video without a scrunchie because I decided that I was going to go through my scrunchies, all of them, right, and then it'll be fine if I go through all of my scrunchies, right, and toss the ones that don't look good, get new ones, right. I have no idea where I put those things. I did a whole organization thing, and I have no idea where I put them. Anyway, back to the whole sister's baby shower. Now, most of us have all of our natural hair still, which you know it's great. It's just it always takes like at least a couple of like hours dealing with it on a daily day maintenance basis. And like if you don't do the maintenance required for it, like let me tell you, it is a pain in the butt to get knots out. It's also a pain in the butt to stretch out your hair enough that you can put gel into it and then leave it curly for whatever event that you want to curl it for. Yeah. So the main products I am using is this wet brush or DV brush or whatever. This big ass comb because you need to comb out all your knots. You need to do it with a big comb if you have a lot of curly hair, especially if it's tight curls. Otherwise, you're gonna have a lot of breakage. This moisturizing miracle one. This is a defining curl gel. This kind of just retains most of the moisture. And then the curling custard, I use both of them in tandem because sometimes I like a really, really big, not flat out curls, and then sometimes I like the slow spirals that I'll get with the really nice curly spirals, not the ones that look like breakage. But yeah, I thought I was gonna have to do all of this without one scrunchie because I have metal clips, but I left those at my significant other's place because like every time I'm over there doing my hair, I feel like there's never a scrunchie around, and then they're like, oh well, we can have scrunchies here. We can have a whole kit, and I'm like, I'm not moving in, so no. I need a traveling one, but it's not even in my car, so I think I actually left it at their place, which is crazy in itself. But it's a new relationship. We'll see how this goes. What was the last thing I talked about the last time I was on here? Oh, I was definitely talking about school. I'm still passing classes somehow. I don't know. I don't actually know. Don't ask me. My professors think I'm confident. And who am I to judge professionals who have been doing this for years? I'm pretty sure I'm comprehending a good majority of the actual information. I think where my problem is when the application's being done, sometimes it doesn't work. It's like programming sometimes. So it you can put it in and something is definitely wrong, but you're not sure what, and it somehow still works, but it's not supposed to, and you need to make sure you can figure out why, in case you do that on a different program and it's supposed to work and it's technically not doing so. So basically, that's basically how I'm just, working out my life. Because I'm doing information security, so you definitely need to actually know. Like programming, if it works, it works. As long as you have some documentation somewhere indicating what you did, that's great. But hold on. Yeah. But if you do that with information security, there will be a loophole somewhere, and someone can get through a back door. So you don't want to do what you normally would do if you did programming. And I think that's why my professors are like, well, you're getting it done, but like I have this inact need to know why. Why is this working this way? Is there a back door to it? how do I close that back door? Because it seems to be a lot of things that are getting hacked is because there's a back door somewhere. And then if I can search for the back door in the beginning and note the problem, even if I can't fix it, then we can figure out the source of the issue if it's ever, I want to say, infiltrated or something like that. It's just it's annoying. So annoying. Oh god. Oh. I need to brush this a little more often while I'm in the shower. If you do brush your hair in the shower, it is so much better. So much better. But just need the bottom layer to like have a defining curl, because what I did before this entire video is either wet my hair and then put in a daily conditioner, and then I put in a growth thingy, because if you don't, then you know you're just putting in styling gel, not giving nutrients to your hair. I mean, the aloe helps, but you see what I'm working with. Anyway. And then you're probably also wondering, like, well, I mean, it's not really changing you putting the styling gel in. I'm like, but it is. For the sole fact. Okay. I only have one scrunchie, so I'm going to have to twist while parting in order for me to get through everything today, which is okay and annoying at the same time. Where was I? Well, it is defining its curls and keeping it straight. It's also making sure that I don't have 5,000 knots later when I have to go to bed and do a small little brush out for the end of night care. Did you know, if you spend at least 20 minutes brushing your hair, you have less knots? It's wonderful, especially with Callie. Just, you know, conditioning your hair to behave. I just don't like brushing it out to the point where I don't have the curls that I want to maintain. I know these parts don't make any sense to you guys, but it works for me. But yeah, after this I have to go and do my makeup, living life in a dream. Well, but on the relationship front, it seems to be working out really well. And by well, I mean we have so many debates. I feel like that's what a lot of people, I don't know why I did that brush instead of this comb first, because you're supposed to do the comb first and then the brush. I'm having a moment. Anyway, I feel like if you debate like about topics and then figure out where that person is coming from, it makes for a better relationship, because we're never going to agree on everything. It's just how we work and function. But I don't also believe that I shouldn't understand where that person is coming from when they are stating something, because if you don't have backs or an experience or like a reason for you to think that way, then that's where your argument like dies, honestly. Like there has to be something, like, and literally something, unless you're talking about just being a good person. You just, you know, to be a good person. Society doesn't like douches, so, you know, there is that. But I think that's like one of the things and the reasons why, you know, a relationship works out so well at this point. But, you know, it's only been like a couple of months, so we'll see how this goes. I'll probably never show them on camera, just so we know. They like their privacy, and can't really say anything too much about that. Okay. See See that one little random nugget of tangled mess. That is what you're trying to get, right? Because if not, come on. Perfect. See, and then I'm almost done with this logic. But back to the relationship status. Solid. We also have this like 3 questions game that I like started in the beginning because like doing 20 questions is just limiting, but doing 3 questions, like 3 back and forth questions of asking, that I feel like gets a good flow of conversation, because we'll have a question and then we'll debate about it for a very long time, but I don't have to keep track of 20 questions from going from one side and 20 questions from going to the other, right? So I definitely highly recommend that. Okay, we are getting to the back part. So scrunchie over here. I know I could do the parting with the actual comb, but I don't feel like doing so. So I'm not. Anyway. Okay. Also note that it's because I didn't comb it out as much as I'm supposed to. If I leave it for like a couple of days, my hair is just like randomly free. And then, you know, things are out to play. I feel like this didn't get enough foam. Because like when you do your hair long enough, you'll like notice like the different textures and like different feels of whatever product you're putting in there. And if you know that it's supposed to feel a certain way, that means you might have not put enough in there. And then you just, you know, get yourself into a routine and an instinct and go from there. There we go. And honestly, being tender-headed, it makes it a little worse. Like, it's gotten slightly better over the years, but like, my poor hairdresser. I know what you're thinking. You have curly hair. You have a hairdresser? Yes. Because A, I don't trust myself cutting my hair, number 1. And then B, sometimes I have to have her blow it out to cut it. Because I never have them cut dry, because that is sorry, curly, because that's like when you lose the most amount of length. And also my hair is not evenly curly all over. So I have like 3 different curl textures in my hair. Right? The front's a little more looser, the middle is a little more tighter curls, and then the back, while the curls are a lot tighter, they are not as, they're easier to go through, like, if that makes any sense. Something missing. There it is. Okay, it's getting tangled up into this portion. Let me split this. Nope. And then get into the other portion. By the way, after you untangle all of this and then I take out all the curls, like the twist, I still have to go through all of them and then so I can have it neatly displayed. See, it's just getting there we go. And it feels like kind of like a mascara on your scalp when you're doing this. And then, hold on, one last section. Oh, put that in there somehow. The moment. Yay! Okay. So, other than all of that, most of life is just, you know, been lifing, been doing, been dreaming, been waiting. I got a new job, so I'm able to pay for school's loans while I'm doing school, but I also inform them that I need these 2 days off permanently so I can have time to do my labs and projects. Because if you don't do that, that's the one thing I understand about school though. Like if you're working while doing it, while it is stressful, it does help if your schools are not like fully covered and paid off, right? Right? So while I want to definitely have that done, I also don't want to stress myself out in a moment where I can't put all my concentration, well, most of my concentration, not all of it, all of my concentration into school while doing said job. Because if I do that, then, you know, it is. But the thing about those type of jobs, you would either end up working, if you want something that's like repetitive, where you don't have to really think about it when you get home, and like once you leave, it's not your problem kind of thing. You need like jobs like food service or like data entry jobs or something with something that is very short. You're there, it's done, and then leave kind of job. Like I don't want to think about it when I get home kind of thing. Especially if I have to focus on schoolwork afterwards. Okay. Pretty sure I got the product in every single inch of my hair. So now for the destruction of the twist. So highly recommend if you are going to school, especially if you know that your income to student loan ratio is going to be a little off for the first couple of years because you don't have enough experience in your field. Highly recommend doing a part-time job, because even if you pay the interest while you're in school, your principal will go down. Well, if you make payments while you're in school, your principal will go down. So I have, all my loans are federal. I didn't do any private loans because I knew those interest rates, those get a little wonky. But with federal, as long as I'm making payments, the interest rate isn't going to pop out, like the amount of interest isn't going to like start I say quote unquote start because it depends if you have subsidized or unsubsidized loan, because like one is paid by the government while you're in school and one is not. But if you make payments towards the principal, it'll keep going down. And I would do that with the one that's not paid by the government, the interest is not paid by the government while you're in school, because then you can basically, like, even $25 here or there can make a significant difference. And I think that's what people aren't emphasized enough on. Like, you don't need to make big, humongous chunks of payments. You can just do 10 here, 20 here. You have some leftover money that you're not going to spend on popcorn or going to the movie theaters. Stuff like that. But I also feel like you should resource like your school's basically HR department. Like the one that they call it differently in different places, but like when you're doing your orientation and all that jazz, you have a whole department of people that are supposed to help you, like advisors and others just for school wise. But like when you're like living on campus or like around campus, like student life, there's a whole department, and y'all need to utilize that a little more. Like I don't like it doesn't really matter like where, like if you have some loans, no loans, all that jazz, but like if you need to make sure that we're eating, okay, like even though school is covered, your basic food necessity stuff is not. If you need to make sure you need to be doing all that, you need to go and talk to them, because they'll talk to you about your health care. If it's not covered by your parents or anything like that, like your circumstances are different, that they can find one that's like subsidized for you, or whatever state program of that state or whatever state you live in, and all that jazz. They can do all that research, because I think that's the other thing. People are like, I don't have time to do the research. Okay, then send off the information and things that you need to the people who do have time to do the research and whose job it is. Because y'all need to start doing that. Like, even in jobs, most jobs have EAPs. So employee assistant program, right? If you have an issue that is coming up before it gets to a big snowball, contact them. That's what you're already paying out of your benefits for them. That's what your job is paying for, those benefits. You need to contact them. Be like, hey, I need this, and I need this. They'll do all the research for you. It's like a 5 to 10 minute phone call, and then they'll figure it out for you, and then send you all the information, and you can make a decision from there. Because that is their job. That is literally their job. I love how this turned out. Like, it's the bigger the better is with my family. Okay, so now I have to work on my makeup. Hold on. A little resumes. Okay. So I decided I was going to do something a little different with like my palette choice cover. So this is the one that I'm definitely going to be using for the wonderful theme party. So my sister decided that she was going to go traditional. Hold on, I still need another scrunchie. Nothing fell. Anyway, can't leave it up like that for very long, so this is gonna be like a quick makeup. Anyway, so my I don't have time to wax my eyebrows, unfortunately. So we'll hope that no one's doing HD on the cameras. I'm using Juvia. This one. Did I get focused? Nope. Okay, it's Adios Abrea 24M. I'm using an ego brush today to try it out and see how I like it. We'll determine from there. Honestly, I used 2 different foundations. Technically, I could just use the one, but we're going out into the sun, so if I do transition to a darker tone, I do not want it to look too off. I do like how the pigment is for this one though. I know you're supposed to like do a bunch of stuff and all that jazz. And no, I didn't put pawns on today because I did that earlier this morning. And this is like my second makeup look, and I tried not to put too much of that on. But yeah, and by second makeup look, I mean I only put pawns on in the morning when I woke up after brushing my teeth, and then I was like, I don't know what I'm doing today. And then my alarm, thank God for Google Calendar, because it literally tells me about everything. Because sometimes I'd be making all these appointments and stuff, and I'm like, I'd be fine. And I'm like, no. And then the Makeup Forever HD. I don't actually remember what number this one is. Alright. No. One thing I feel like something that's also not emphasized enough. So that's, you know, making sure your makeup goes down your neck so it doesn't look like the 90s. I don't know about the brush. I don't know about the brush. These things are just, I think it's because I know I can blend it into my crevice better of, like, you know, where this makeup has to go. Just also it takes off excess. I think that's it. I think the whole taking off the excess while blending everything in is what does it for me for these wonderful palette things. That's as even as it's gonna get today. I also don't know where one of my brushes are for this makeup. So we're doing blue because my dress is white and blue. You'll see it at the end of the show. But at the same time, I'm also trying to figure out if I want to use one of these. Excuse me. Because this one's like more of a, like this would be like good for like the eyelining, I guess. But also this is pink, but pink and blue. Okay, if you're gonna do a pink and a blue, you have to do it like in a interesting like design for it to work with the different pigment tones. And then I think that's where I'm just like, I'm not sure if I have the technical skills to be doing all that yet. So I will put this on the back burner. I will learn something, but pause a moment while I find my mascara. Say what you want to. It is literally still gonna be big lash. Okay. Because mascara takes the longest to dry. I almost thought about putting it on the bottom too, but I was like, nah. Pause. Okay, perfect. But yeah, you always gotta make sure that you didn't put enough on the eyelid when you opened and closed your eyeballs in order to be doing this. But that you always have to put your foundation on before you have to go put your mascara on, because, you know, this one is one of the things. Also, this sun is out, so I would highly suggest that you find a foundation that also has enough SPF. So when you're, sorry, I need my hair down a bit. You're supposed to, you should let it down, not supposed to. You should let it down. while you're doing your makeup if you know your link is going to take like longer than a couple of minutes, because if you're still having the styling curl in there and it hasn't like fully dried yet, you need to fluff the ish out before it dries in whatever random hair tie thing that you put it in. Me. Just slowly. You're just slowly stretching out your hair. I thought about trying the stretch out, like the stretch out videos for my curly hairs. I think I'm gonna do that on my next Get Ready With Me, just to go by the things that would work out for them, because silks don't. I would need a like a harder structure, like one of those curling, those curls, and then a silk on top of that in order for it to work. Because I would have to start it, wait some time, do other things, then come back and untangle it. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna try it out. Just, it's one of those things. Oh, hold on. Okay, guys, it's official. Tragedy has befallen me. I cannot find a single one of my makeup brushes, and I have a strong inkling feeling it's at my partner's place, because I was definitely doing my makeup there the other day. I don't do it every day, so they're not always with me, and I have a small little travel bag that has all my brushes in them. Because palettes, I don't mind leaving in different places, but the brushes, I'm not trying to buy 2 things of brushes. I can just use a different palette. I don't want to use a different brush. So there is that. I did find a tweezer. Emphasize, but okay. So the only other thing I could do, technically, I guess I can use, because I think I've seen somebody use a Q-tip to do makeup, but like at the same time, I'm just like, I don't think I want Q-tips on my face like that. So there is that. So I guess we're not doing the shy shadows, unfortunately. I will, however, use these. So it's just every time I want to do something cool. Actually, it would be really cool if I did 2 different ones. So like one color one side and then a different color the other. Doing that. Since I can't have my eyeshadow. It's like, I could use my hands, but no. I think the hard part of it is like not going all the way to the side and then doing this pink. Towards the end, right? Ooh, I like how that came out. Lip gloss for my lips, because I should just do like an actual lipstick. Ooh. No, that won't work. That doesn't have one of the built-ins. Still lipstick. No, but this is gonna have to work for now. Okay, guys. This is the final look. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I didn't wipe the other lip. Hold on, I better redo my lipstick. Mistake that I made was not wiping the extra foundation that was on my lips from and then putting lip gloss on. So let's redo this again. Better. I'm gonna have to invest for more lip gloss or lipstick. We'll try with a different lipstick, but this is gonna be the final look. My hair is I know. It looked like it was in the beginning, but I assure you the curls are curling a lot more, and it's a lot more fluffier. It's a lot more brushed out because I was not trying to be dealing with this knots at the end of the day. Normally I put like one of those really thick extra strength scrunchies inside my hair to do the defining, but I was like, not today. Today is not happening. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you for being with this Get Ready With Me. Oh, I didn't show you the final look. Hold on. No, you guys can't see. Hold on. This is the entirety of the look. Now I am off to celebrate the birth of my first niece.